Inflation, tariffs, high gas prices, those impacts are reaching the city of St. Paul, and it's part of the reason why the city is dealing with a historic budget gap.
Sammy Salinas sat down with Mayor Kaohly Her to go through her priorities and what could be on the table for cuts.
Yeah, at the beginning of 2025, St. Paul was dealing with a $23 million shortfall. Now the projected gap is $26 million. Mayor Her says that number isn't necessarily a surprise given rising costs, but St. Paul certainly has a tough challenge ahead.
St. Paul's mayor says she inherited a huge task.
There is a $26 million gap that we have to address. And, there are some tough decisions that are in front of us.
Kaohly Her is asking city departments to come up with proposals on potential cuts. She says 4% reductions across the board is reasonable.
Sometimes that does result in layoffs. Is that something that you're expecting, and how will you mitigate that?
So right now, I have no expectations of what is going to happen. What I have done is that I've asked for the recommendation from the departments. And what I will say is that everything is on the table right now.
Her hopes those proposals will help the city assess their efficiency in each department.
How do you think taxes and levies are going to play into this?
Yeah, I mean, when I've asked the department to do a scenario of 4%, we're still going to have to increase the levy. And my hope is that that residents understand and they believe in this long-term plan that we've put in place, is that the only way that I can try to keep property taxes down is that we have to grow our tax base.
Her says she recognizes mounting pressures on property owners, but hopes there will be added neighborhood investment.
And so the only way we can also maybe have a lever to offset that is we bring in businesses that have jobs that pay well. Like if you miss any one of these levers, none of this stuff works out. And then there's consequences to it as well.
Some projects from the previous administration, like guaranteed income and medical debt forgiveness, will likely end. Her says those programs came from one-time funds that have dried up. She has a series of public meetings for folks to give input through July 1st. Lauren, Kevin.
All right, so I know St. Paul taxpayers just heard levies going up. Did Mayor Her give any idea of how much they might go up?
There's a couple different options. I believe one as low as 4%, and then it goes up from there. So they're kind of weighing exactly how expensive these levies are going to be.
No doubt the folks in St. Paul will be watching. Thank you.